Good morning. Um, we're trading the Trump coin today. It's a weekend, so I hope you all have a good weekend. But yeah, crypto. So looking at the hourly chart, my points of interest would be uh, what's this? 2-1. I mean 27.871. 278.871. That's the first level I'm looking at. And the second level is 26.229. Now we've taken out the 26.229 and seems like we're accelerating straight through it. Wonder why. If we get a closure above, okay, so this is 26.229. If we get a closure above 26.800, then I'd be interested in taking longs. But yeah, I need to start sticking to my rules for this model because I took a very large trade like yesterday and I oversized on it thinking it's gonna go my way, but it didn't, and I dropped the account down to 4.2k, I think. But that's okay, I don't mind. But a lot of CRT guys have been in my comments recently, and we just bully each other basically. We're getting nowhere with it. They think the market works on candle ranges. It doesn't. And to be completely honest with you guys, it's more than likely that I blow this demo account because this model is very, very similar to CRT. Very similar. Again, don't judge me, guys, okay? I was 12 when I wrote these things down. And now I'm 15, I'm reviewing them, and I regret ever grabbing a pen and paper and writing things. So that's why you're gonna see everything. You're gonna see me trade and backtest these models, and you're gonna see the actual results of them. Today might take a while to take a trade. I don't know. I have all day. I have nothing else to do. So we'll just wait and see. But it's more likely um, that I'm not gonna find a trade today. be buying for me. Although the narrative on Trump is bearish, but this model is stating that I go long. Notice how every time the model says I should be going long, my narrative is short. Notice that. Now, why do you think that is? That every time I'll try to take a trade, it's always going against my bias. Comment down below why you think um, my trades are always against my bias. It has something to do with my model, right? Um, oh yeah, I wanted to mention another thing. So I posted a video about me taking a fat loss, like a $200 loss, and that wiped out all of my profit. Some joker came to my comments on that video and called me a newbie. Ay, 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 ay. This guy, he called me a newbie. There's no way. Apparently, he can't live. I mean, he can't read because clearly in my bio it says 5 years of experience. So clearly, I'm not a newbie. Seems like I might get a trade. And my focus would be 27.871. So 27.8. Somewhere up here. But yeah, pretty bearish on Trump. I woke up at 7 a.m. Had breakfast, relaxed for a bit, and now I'm on the charts. And today I'm going to be on the charts all day, and so will I be tomorrow, because today and tomorrow I have nothing to do. I might go to the gym, but there's nothing else for me to do besides take trades and post on YouTube. I want to get to at least 1,000 followers by another 12 months on YouTube, so that and the only way I can achieve that is if I post consistently and repetitively, and if I'm being helpful to other traders. Very nice. Very nice done. All we could do is wait. So I haven't even made any contact with 26,800. So seems like the trade is getting invalidated unless we could push higher and close above it. Yeah, it's not gonna play out. Mm. ICT was right. CRT concepts or ICT concepts, not from Taylor. I believe on my Twitter, yep, I just reached 1K posts today. You know what annoys me? When someone asks for help, right? Someone asks for help, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna help you. I ask them, turn on, like, follow me and turn on my notifications because whatever I'm gonna post is gonna be for you to interact with. I post something that's meant for them to interact with, and they don't interact with me. Like, I'm not in the service right now of giving one-on-one mentorships or one-on-one teachings, right? I can't be doing that. I need to be charging for that. But I can't charge for it. So instead of giving one-on-one teachings, I'm gonna direct my posts to your specific needs. But if you're not gonna pay attention to them, then it's okay. You do you. But again, this model that I'm trading and I'm showcasing online, YouTube, and Twitter, I wrote it down when I was a kid. And reviewing it now, the guy had no idea what he was saying or writing. So I'm gonna give him a shot. I'm gonna try and make it profitable. But if the model isn't profitable, it's not profitable, am I right? As I said before, I have multiple models to use and trade with. So if I throw away one or two, I'm not really gonna be crying about it. But yeah, when I was a kid, I wrote down models that include news events. Like, you know, when you see these guys on Twitter and they just post some dumb thing, right? Um, how to trade a CPI candle, power of three. You can't. You can't. Like, yes, power of three might form on the news candle. The problem is, if you execute on it, you're gonna get slipped, your position's gonna be bad, everything's gonna be horrible, right? So it's not the case of does the concept work? Because yes, it works, but you can't trade it because your broker is not capable enough of putting you in at the price level you want. If you want, try it on a demo. Try it. When the next time there's a CPI, go on a demo account, and the first spike it does, execute. If it initially shoots up, short. If it initially shoots down, long. and see if you get filled at the position you want to get filled at. You're not gonna get filled at the position you want. There's gonna be major slippage. Now imagine that on a live account. It's not possible. It's not. So that's why when I wrote down some models about news and I reviewed them again, I threw them away. Throw them away. Because they don't work. Just like CRT, I had a discussion today with some CRT trader, and he's trying to convince me about how CRT trades work and stuff, and how it's consistent and profitable. And I said, with every CRT example you show me, I could label you a bunch of ICT that you probably see as well, but you refuse to believe. And he's like, okay, let's do it. And he showed me 5 trades. All of them had CRT overlapped on them. And then he showed me one, like most of them, let's say you have CRT low, CRT high. Price takes out CRT low. With the low that price is taking, it's also taking a swing low as well, where liquidity is resting. So your CRT is it's overlapped with ICT concepts. It's not going up because it took the CRT low, it's going up because it took out the swing low, right? And out of 5 executions, he showed me 4 that had a swing high or a swing low above his CRT or CRT high or CRT low. But there was one that didn't have a swing high or a swing low, and he said, how about that? Try that. I was like, you don't need liquidity for the market to turn. I hope you know that, right? Like, there's imbalances as well. A basic concept, fair value gap. One of them, one of his CRT examples had no swing low below it and it still turned. And he's like, okay, why did this turn? Because there's a fair value gap under it. It's there. Like, how can't you see it? You know about a fair value gap. Let's not act stupid now. And he says, and then we got into like the discussion of, are you profitable? Am I profitable? He said yes. And I asked him, are you trading CRT on a live account? And he said yes. So I ended the discussion there because if he's profitable, the last thing I would want to do is make him unprofitable and start his learning cycle all over again. If you're profitable using something else, well on you, ignore when I comment. Ignore it. Because I'm doing that for other reasons. Um, but yeah, I asked him, are you profitable? He said yes. Do you trade on a live account? Yes. Then you keep doing you, my friend. And I'm sorry for disturbing you. That's what I told him. Because it's not fair, right? If I trade support and resistance and I'm making money using support and resistance, like who are you to tell me how I should be making money or not? Right? And same goes for every concept in life. Like, I hate when, for example, people judge OnlyFans girls, right? Yes, it's immoral, and yes, it's unholy, and yes, it's very avoidable, and you're damaging a lot of people. But it's my way to make money. Like, if I can't find another way to make money, I'm not gonna drop it, you know? Or strippers, for example. People, some people hate on strippers. Although I wouldn't partake in those things, but again, it's her way or his way of making money, right? I can't just barge in and say, no, you have to stop that and find something else. I can't. No. And even if I do, the the person won't manage. Because once you're in a business and you've made money in a business, all you think about is that concept. Like, I've made money with ICT. All I see is ICT. I can't see anything else. If you show me support and resistance, like, for example, I started on liquidity and imbalances, and that's all I stick to. I can't see an order block, I can't see a breaker block. All I stick to is liquidity and fair value gaps. If ICT comes and tells me this is the correct support and this is the correct resistance, and they actually are, I still can't use them because I started my business on fair value gaps and liquidity. So that's all I see. And you can't change it. You can't change it. It takes a whole new learning curve to change it. So when people like I understand when I hope people understand when I come into their comments and I critique them and I sound mean and arrogant. I'm really not, I'm just a nice guy. But when you tell people that your CRT is the way, the truth, and the life, it pisses me off. It really does. It's annoying because that is not the way the market works. When you're using CRT concepts, right? If you really think about it, if the market actually cared about your CRT concept, the market would be in a constant state of consolidation and no movement. Think about it. If every day was a trading day and I use CRT, right? If every day is a trading day and I use CRT, every day has to be a consolidation day. But it doesn't seem like we're getting a setup. I could have been taking trades and pushing buttons with other models, but and I just want everyone to understand, right? When I say I have 5 years of experience, I don't say that as a way of bragging because it's really not. It's actually shameful because all I'm saying when I have 5 years of experience, I'm just saying that it took me 5 years to learn these things, whereas someone else, it took him 3 years. And that kind of hurts because it's telling me how slow I am as a learner. I just shared one of my biggest weaknesses in this industry. Too early, in my opinion. But yeah, it had to be said because I'm already seeing the day someone says, "Oh, you have 5 years of experience and you still take these stupid losses and you still break your rules." Yes, of course. Everyone does that. ICT himself does it. Sometimes he breaks his own rules. Like, I don't understand why people make it such a big deal because you took a loss. Like, it's okay to take a loss. It's just how you manage the risk. But this market is just, I don't even know what to call it or say about it. It's a meme. It's a meme. It's just a joke, right? Like you could have made money with it, and I wish I made money with it. I wish I would have bought it back when it was like $1. But I missed it. I had no idea Trump put out the coin. Now that I've shown you the hourly chart, why do you think the narrative was bearish? Calling me a newbie. Come on, bro. You have no idea. We're nowhere close to 26,800. But yeah, this will be a short video, like a 2 hour video. I might stop it at like 6, something like that. This time. Or 7. Yeah, 7. 6 or 7. Don't know. Like it's a bit embarrassing saying I have 5 years of experience because now that I think about it, my mentor ICT has 6 years. Like it took him 6 years to develop and finalize these concepts. 6 years to come up with 81 different ways to get in a trade. And me, it took me 5 years to understand liquidity and fair value gaps and scalps. Like, wow, you are one slow learner. That's fine. At least I got to where I wanted to get to. You know what I hate the most? Is another thing that I hate. So I'm reading my tweets right now, and some guy posted, "The scam isn't trading. The scam is your approach. Wanting overnight riches, treating it like a casino, ignoring compound growth, chasing impossible returns." While that's mostly true, right? You're still focused on the money. Like I hate when people say, compound your growth, compound your growth. Yes, compound it. But if I want a 10x return on my trade, I'm getting it, right? But why can I do that? Because I have a strategy. I've trusted the process of, like, for example, me as a scalper, I'm looking into swing trades right now. And I'm calculating how much I could make and lose. You know, like on one single swing trade, I could make 1,000, for example, and that takes maybe 1 day, which is very good. But I could do that in one session, scalping. In, out, and out, and out. So, really and truly, right? Showing you the difference in money, which one would you want? The scalpers model or the swing trading model? You would want the scalpers model. It's nice to be making 1 grand in 1 hour. But the swing trading model takes a whole day to make 1,000, which both are very good. Don't get me wrong, both are very good. But again, come now, the point I'm trying to make is the compound interest part is making 1,000 day swing trading, right? That's where you grab smaller amounts, get small returns, and you compound them. I don't want small returns. Making 1,000 on scalps, I don't think that's small returns. If you're starting with 10k and you're making 1,000 in 1 hour, and then you could do it the next hour or the next session, let's say, you're making 2,000 in a day. Swing trader can't do that. So it's not as such about compounding the small wins. If you want to take that approach, go ahead. Like, you do you. And depending on your strategy, really, and your personality as well. Like me, for example, personally, the maximum trade length I could hold is a whole day. A whole day. That's probably what I could be doing. I could, like, and that's pushing it. That's pushing my patience, because I'd like to babysit the trade. If it goes against me and it goes against my favor and my logic, I'd like to close it out myself. And if it continues ripping, I'd be fine missing it. But that's pushing my patience, you know. I could trade a whole session. I could open a position up at 8:30 in the morning and I could close it at 12, and I can make a good amount of money and I wouldn't be uncomfortable. But my favorite is swing, like scalping. Scalping is my favorite. Small moves, small moves, like from here till here. One, and then you'll know it's gonna reverse here, and then here. You're buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, waiting. These are my favorite types of moves because they're very easy to analyze. You know what you're looking for, and you could do it off of your phone. And that aligned with my personality. Like, I always disliked the fact that um, I need to mark out the Asian range and the London range, and I need to know how big the opening range gap is, and what was yesterday's high and low, and the previous week, what's the narrative. I hated all of it. I hated it. Now I could just look at 1 hour. With the price action in 1 hour, I could justify a trade. Going long and short. Very small moves, but I could do it. This would be one of them. I'd buy this. Partial, partial. Not explaining why. Maybe later on in the mentorship I will explain that strategy. But even in the mentorship, it's not about me. I don't want the mentorship to be like, come to me to start your journey. No, you already have started your journey. You know what you're doing. You're just coming in there for the finishing touches. Like, there's a guy on Twitter, and he's also a scalper.
And he had one consistent month, the second consistent month, but the third month he ended it in a loss, right? And he's like, I'm happy with the strategy, but I don't like the fact that I'm losing in 1 month. I'm losing 1 month. And I'm like, then the model probably doesn't match your personality. So he already had a strategy. He already had a model. He didn't come to me and ask me for a model. But he just didn't know how to finalize it or what was the missing piece. And there really might not be any missing piece. It might just be you don't like the fact that you end 1 month in a negative. You might have to increase your um, you might have to decrease your trade volume. You might have to add more depth to what you're doing. Like you need to know before you actually start trading, in my opinion, you need to really know yourself. And that's why everyone else tells you start with a demo, start with a demo, start with a demo. Because you don't know yourself when it comes to these charts. You don't know how you're gonna react, and you don't know what you're gonna like and what you're not gonna like. I thought I was good for holding the daily range. I wasn't. We're trading into the 26.800 thereabouts. I'd like to see a close above. Check the hourly. We've started a new hour, so I might have to erase everything and grab new levels. Watch this. So I'm looking at, these are my new levels, but not really key information as of right now, because I think we're gonna pump higher from here. Well, the model's telling me that. But the key levels I'm looking for this hour is 26.600, and I'm looking for 25.708. We've taken out 26.600, done, taken, and I'm looking for a close below 26,320. So those are my three levels for the hour, and we'll just see. If I get a close above 26.800, I'm more inclined to go longs. But if I don't, then it's more likely that we're going to use the levels that I've just outlined now. So again, we just have to sit and wait for a whole other hour. Bingo. And I was rewatching my videos, and I didn't like the way I was reacting to the charts. So I'm gonna change that today.
gonna change that today. And instead of acting more annoyed, instead of acting annoyed because my trade didn't play out emotionally, right? I've been using a lot of my emotions in my videos, and I'd like for that to change. These guys, bro, CRT, butterfly effect. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where did a butterfly come in the whole picture, bro? Where? Like before, it was just CRT. Now it's CRT with a butterfly. Like, come on, bro. I know I said I'm not gonna involve my emotions as much, but come on, bro. A butterfly. A butterfly. You're telling me you're looking at this price action here and you're calling it a butterfly. Come on, bro. Get a life. Get a life. Like, people want to make fun of ICT because he thinks that there's an algorithm, which there absolutely is. But come on, bro. This is more laughable, in my opinion. A butterfly. You think these institutions who manage millions of dollars, if not billions, are looking at butterflies on a chart? Bro, you're crazy. You're crazy. Bingo. Ugh. What was that? Oh. Oh yeah. This was a couple days ago. And I outlined this. Yeah. I've seen this. I saw this happen before. So we're trading into the 26.800. I'd like to see a close above. Let's see if we get it. Pay attention to the number. 781. 781 was the close. That's okay. Maybe we'll close above with this candle. Ooh. No. So that's been taken. And that's been taken. Oh no, wait. This has been taken. Let's see. 811, 810, and that's the close. So I'm gonna enter buys over here, and that was the close. I'm gonna buy one. Actually, I'm gonna buy two, just so I don't miss out on the move. Stop's gonna be all the way down here. And the target is 2787 something something. 2787 there. Any dip lower, I'm buying. Now again, this goes against the grain of ICT. So I think this is a losing trade. But again, this is the model. So I'm gonna follow it. I'd like to buy 2 in here. I don't like a negative R. Nah, keep it there. That's what you're getting. Okay, got filled there. Buying 2 more. Down here. And I could close 2 partials here. Yeah, we'll get to partials later. That's 6. I could buy 2 more here. So since we got a close above, yeah, no, let me just, I'm gonna stick with the levels I have on my paper for now. I'm gonna calculate partial 1. 27.511. Oh no. 27.431. These are not levels for you to be writing. These have no significance. 26.971. Divide that by 2. 7.201 C D. Okay, okay, bought more. I'll buy 2 more in here. And first partial will be 4 over here. days, bro. Mm. You know what, actually, because I'm worried or concerned that people are gonna look at the money and they're gonna associate it to the success instead of looking at the logic and seeing if it's there or not. So, there. 27201. Yeah. And I think I'll just let the rest run. Dum 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 dum, bum 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 bum. And just a bit more.
that.
If it triggers my buy limit order, I'll adjust the sell limit a bit higher. And if the trade idea is wrong and it wants to show me that it's wrong, I'm closing at 26.320, which would be below this low. 26.320. If it comes down, closes below, I'll take shorts instead.
Ping pong. So another thing I want to talk about is that when I say I don't care how you trade, whether it's support and resistance, CRT, harmonic patterns, whatever, right? If you're finding it profitable, you do you. But do not, and I repeat this many times, Do not say that's the way the market works, based off support and resistance, CRT, or harmonic patterns. Because it doesn't. Now, how do you justify how the market works? Well, in my experience, every price leg, you could justify it using ICT concepts. Why do you think the market here dumped this much in one minute candle? Why did it dump? Can you justify it using support and resistance? CRT, harmonic patterns? You can't. I can. Let's take a closer look. What's that? That's an immediate rebalance. Therefore, once it's immediately rebalanced, that portion of price, it shot lower. And that price leg's justified. That you can't justify it with anything else. Or else, why did the market here? Why did the market create such a large wick over here? You can't justify that using CRT, ICT. You can't. It created that wick to fill in inefficiencies on the lower time frame. Why did the market reprice back into those inefficiencies? To overlap them with the body, right? And then it dumps.
What I'm also gonna do, just in case he would be watching my videos, I'm talking about one specific person. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he asked me for help with daily bias, and just as an exercise, since I'm trading the Trump coin, I could post a picture of the daily chart and tell him to find the bias. if you're watching my video, sir, um, every time I'm going to take a trade, whether it be on the Nasdaq, Bitcoin, Ethereum, S&P, whatever, stay in updated with my posts because I'm posting things that are gonna help you. I just posted a daily chart of the Trump coin, and I'm asking you in particular to find me your daily bias, and that's the only way you're gonna get it. Practice. There's no one way to daily bias, right? Um, Again, you're using liquidity and inefficiencies. That's all you're using. Man, I was typing a tweet, bro. Give me some time. So we're taking off that. Put to break even, and I could sell one up here. And just let this rip. So now I'm not interested in going short anymore. TPs have been hit, stop has been put to break even. Um, I'm looking at a 20-point spread. So like that, covered. I'm going to take off all of the levels that I have on my paper that are useless, and this would be the end. Stop. I mean, if I get stopped out or it runs to my take profit, doesn't matter. Preferably, I'd like for it to continue pushing higher from here. I don't want to see it go any lower from here. If it does go lower from here, then we are probably not as bullish as I would have thought we are. Perfect. Uh, again, if you guys have any questions about any particular topics about trading, let me know. Um, as you could clearly tell, mainly, mainly, I am quiet in my videos, so I think it would be entertaining and insightful if people would ask questions. Because if you ask your question, I could go over the topic and get in detail, and I'll make sure that in that video you would understand what I'm saying. And I want to also make fun of another sector of people is the crypto dorks. The crypto dorks would look at this candle and say, Trump's fart smelled bad. That's why I dumped. And then they would look at this candle and say, it smelled good. That's why I pumped so high. Like, he's such geeks, bro. It's annoying. And it's sad.
So this is a guy on Twitter, and he posts his results, and I kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time I envy him at the same time because like he's identifying what he's going to be trading. He's trying to find which strategy he would like to use in the markets, and he can't find a lot of consistency, right? Low win rate, but yet profitable. That surprised me. A very low win rate, but yet profitable. And he kind of he posted his results online, and it was just this month, for example, for him it was a losing streak. And we started talking, and he said like what his strategy was, and I'm trying to help him, of course. And yeah, I gave him some advice on what to do consistently for 1 month, to journal the losses, see why you lost, how you lost, and then the next month I'll tell you something else what you should do for the next month. And yeah, hopefully he finds success. But one thing I am not going to do while I'm present online is spoon feed you. No, that's something I'm not doing. For example, I'm actually not gonna mention an example because I know a lot of people are watching my videos. Not a lot. The people that I would bring up an example with probably watch these videos, so I'm not gonna mention anything. I'd like for price to have an acceleration through here. I would like for it to pick up the pace and start running higher. Speed bump, not a problem. Another thing about this industry is that it's not for everyone. This industry is not for everyone. I came into this industry and I was going at it to find profitability for 2 years. After 2 years, I found profitability. But again, I was a kid and I didn't like hard work, right? And after 2 years of trying to find profitability, and I found it, I wanted something else, right? As I mentioned before, I didn't like putting all of the annotations referring to the previous 3 days, the highs and the lows. I didn't like all of it, referring to London range and then the opening range gap. I didn't like all of it. I did not like any of it. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to find a strategy where you could use the price action that happens to find a scalp, and that's what I currently use today. Um, and I'm glad I sacrificed 3 years to find it because the way life circumstances have come to right now for me, work, school, driver's license, there's a lot of things happening, and I do not have the time to sit in front of the charts for a whole session. But now you might be asking, if you found profitability, why didn't you start making money? Back then, I was a greedy person, right? I was greedy and I wanted to, honestly, in all honesty, I wanted to be an absolute animal in this industry. I wanted to know everything about it, which is a mistake because the more you know, the harder it gets. You'll have models overlapping each other, and it's very annoying. And then with the young mindset of I don't want to lose, it's even harder. So knowing more doesn't equate to um, profitability. Knowing less does. Knowing one model and sticking to it, that's the best part. Today, my plan is to be trading. I'd like to trade Trump, Melania, Baron, Solana, ETH, and Bitcoin. I'd like to take a trade on all 6 assets if the model presents itself. What I want to do, actually, okay. How about, whoops, account margin, $5 only. What I want to do, I want to mess around with, no, with these sticky notes here. Um, so that's my interest. And this is my interest. I'm waiting for price to go higher. I
Don't know if it will. So you know how the market chases liquidity? Now the market has to go up there. Oh no, add more. Add more. Bang. Oh, see? It likes this one. Oh no, I'm gonna have them all in my recently used. Oh no. I did not want that to happen. Stop filled. Remove all of them. And that's okay. So that was the trade. Hope you enjoyed. Stay safe. Good luck and good trading.